What up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome to a new episode of Rats. We are in the building. What's good, everybody? What's good?
What's up?
It has been a wonderful weekend, man.
You know, before we get started, we had a conversation about side babies, and it just dawned on me that whoever did the art for our intro made us all look like Lionel Richie side babies, and I don't think I appreciate that.
We got the good hair, y'all.
Nah, man, cause me and Gooch is chocolate, and y'all team light skin, and now we all light skin. It's something wrong, something really, really wrong up in here.
You gotta you'll have to like come on over here to the foreside. Y'all need to get off the north side and come on over here to the foreside. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Everything you say is right, Elliot. Everything you say is right.
Really?
Hey.
Hold on. Really? He went straight for full government name.
He went government all the way.
Full government name. Not even abbreviation of government name, the full damn government name.
Oh, man.
It's gonna be one of them kind of shows.
See what happens when you put people in the damn driver's seat?
Hey, speaking of which, wait a minute. Wait. Now, it's been a while since I've done math. 4 is not 5. Where the heck is Troy?
Yep.
Where's the Veep at?
Well, where's Big Loss?
Oh, God. Well, you know what? Big Lowe's got injured. He got injured with one of them jokes.
Okay.
You know, Jesus had to call him for one of them jokes on blast.
He must have said the Giants are gonna win something.
That's my boy, and I can't even defend that.
And like the Giants will win in about 20 years.
Yeah,
Is that really winning? Because in 20 years, I guarantee you, nobody on this panel is going to actually give a damn.
Yeah, in 20 years, we'll all be done, doing other things, and the Giants will be just starting to turn it around. Big Los will find himself a new team. You know what I mean?
What's going to be saying for the next 19 years?
You know, Glass, I see you, Glass. I see how you do now. You wait until somebody not here, and then all of a sudden you go into the joke book.
That is the best time to strike.
Pile on, boy. He piles on.
No report.
Oh boy. Well, Veep is in intern training this week, and shout out to him. And I hope he don't get paper cut wherever he's at. Yeah. So what else is going on with you fellas? What's going on?
Hey man, just another week. Another day, another everything,
Just trying to maintain.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Trying to make Blast do what it do. So, it's I want to say there's a lot of stuff happening in like sports, but it's really not. Oh, but it's one thing though that I do want to like touch on. I don't know if y'all heard about it though, but you have to. And that's that damn golf thing that's over there in like Saudi Arabia. They got all these golfers panties all up in a wad.
They should be.
Look. Let me tell you something.
Man, I don't talk about that because they've been talking about that so much already. I'm sitting here like, really?
All I'm gonna say about that is this: if I could play golf a little bit, I mean just a little bit, because the person that comes in last comes home with $250,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Are you talking about the new tournament?
Yeah, the one over there. Yeah. The one that come in last come home with 6 figures. Man. I just wish I could just play a little bit. I'd be right over there. Hot in the mud, but I'd be right over there.
These golfers and the radio shows and everything here are so pissed off about it. Oh, it's blood money. They taking all of this. Oh man. Why are they scared of it if they think it's a joke? You only scared of stuff now when you don't think it's a joke, because the like NFL don't give a flying. You know what about the XFL,
Facts.
about the USFL,
Facts.
about any of them leagues? They don't care nothing about it. They don't even bring them up. Don't even talk about it. But they got people, golfers that making money. Talking about, oh man, that's terrible. And then you have the freaking PGA Tour saying if you go play over there, you're not allowed to ever play over here again. Like, what? They go over there like, okay, so I can make $25 million over there, you know, or I can grind all year long and might make a couple meal over here. Oh no, I'm going over there.
What choice? What decision would you make?
Well, you know they made it political, so
They always try to make something political.
they made it political.
But what did they say? Oh, it's blood money over there. We don't know where that money coming from. We know Saudi Arabia. Man, we live in the United States of America. So if y'all want to talk about some blood money, and if they really want to, you know,
Speak on that, brother.
go back to where the money from golf and all that stuff actually came from, they might want to shut their mouth. Because believe me, there are some there are some banks, there are some everything that is out there that is funding probably some of the worst people in this freaking country, and they're still funding the like PGA Tour. Ain't nobody saying nothing about that.
Look here, man. It ain't no blood money. That's gas money that's over there. That's what that is. That's what they really mad about. That's $5, $6, and $7 a gallon. That's what they over there funding that golf tour about. Ain't got nothing to do with no blood money. Because you know what? They wasn't complaining when George Bush was over there shaking hands with them. So you know what? They can go have a seat now. I just wish I had somebody that was over there that could play worth a damn. But oh well.
Who you telling? Yes, someone that can shoot, you know, below 80, and they come over there and say, yo, man, all you gotta do is come in last. I don't give a damn what you do. There is no cuts to be made there. Okay, you gotta make the doggone cut over here, but over there they like, shit, you show up, you in it.
You show up, yeah.
With a paycheck. So no. Now these people trying to like take the high horse now, knowing down on where that like PGA golf, you know, has the most prestigious tournament is called the damn Masters for a damn reason. But no, we're just going to just forget all about that.
Are you suggesting, Rock, that the Masters has an underlying meaning to it?
Bro, they didn't even let black people. I mean, they barely let doggone Tiger Woods in when he first came there.
It's called Masters.
Yeah, for a reason, and it wasn't because you're the Masters of golf, neither. If they could have spelled it MASSA, they would have spelled that shit
MASSA. So my thing with the live tournaments is that, you know, like everybody's saying, it's another opportunity for these golfers to go out there and earn some money for their family. Can't be mad at that. It's the same line of reasoning, like if you're a wrestling fan, for instance, and AEW comes out, which is the rival of the WWF.
Yep.
There's more opportunities for these wrestlers to make money for their families. That's never a bad thing. Whether you like the product or you don't, it's up to you. But to say that they shouldn't be over there, that's asinine. I don't understand that.
Look, listen to this, y'all. Just listen to this. The first 7 events will each boast, get this now, $25 million purses, $20 million for individual prizes, and another $5 million for team competition. The 8th event will offer $30 million for the top 3 players of the season, with another $50 million for teams in total prize money.
That's a lot of money.
They're only playing like 2 tournaments a month. They ain't out there grinding, 3, 4, 5, 6 tournaments. They only playing like 2 tournaments a month. And they like, shit, where's the downside of that? You tell me there's less grind on my body, is less holes because they're only playing 52 holes, and I'm gonna get paid. I like that. Yeah, they're sitting there, that they chopped up the like reporter and whatever, dog. Y'all don't want to go into U.S. history when it comes to this stuff now. So y'all can't take the moral high ground when y'all want to take the moral high ground. Because
what I think is funny about what I think is really funny, Rock,
and like hobnobbing and doing everything else with the Saudi Arabians, but now all of a sudden it's a big time problem when y'all knew what they were.
And here's the thing, Phil Mickelson, which is one of the biggest stars from the PGA that's going over there, he has said repeatedly throughout his career that the PGA, and I think I'm quoting him when he said they're obnoxiously greedy, right? So what does that mean? That means that if if the Masters is a tournament that's going to bring in 300-400 million, well, the players are not getting anywhere near what the PGA is getting.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? The players are not getting that. Now, don't get me wrong; they're getting broke off a good little chunk.
Oh yeah,
but it ain't like what the Saudis are paying.
Oh no.
You know what I mean? It's like you know what? And this is a side note. I had a conversation with somebody last week. They were talking about Chrisette Michele when she sang at President Trump's inauguration. And they were like, well, you know, she sang there and now her career is over and blah, 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 blah. I was like, well, look here. Let me explain something to you. If I can do one gig that's going to pay me enough money that I ain't got to worry about a career no more, I'm taking it. I'm taking it. And you would be dumb if somebody going on this hand, I got $25 million. I can play overseas in June and July. Basically 2-3 months out of the year, or I could play over here. Now, granted, I'm gonna be back home. I'm gonna be in the States or whatever, but I might make $200,000 or $300,000. $200,000-$300,000, 20-some million over here.
Yeah,
Easy math, man.
What you think, Gooch?
I think you guys are dead wrong. You're dead wrong, man. They chopped up the man, the diplomat, and they should pay.
Yeah. There you go, bro. There you go.
$20 million. And
You know what I think is really funny about this stuff is that we hear them talk about blood money, right? Mm-hmm. Well, how come they weren't saying this when they were over in Africa, literally taking blood diamonds from Africa and selling them and making 100,000 times what they gave the Africans for it? And that was fine. But if a golfer wants to go to Saudi Arabia and make 10 times the amount of money that the PGA Tour is offering them per tournament, well, that's blood money.
I got one thing to say, and that's because it's the American way. They will spend that shit and spend that shit and spend that shit like, oh, we haven't done nothing. It ain't nothing. Our hands are clean. We are the moral high ground for every doggone thing. While we got presidents talking about that the election was stolen and got riots and murders and everything every week and schools getting shot up, and now we are the moral capital of the world. Man, get the living crap up out of here.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask y'all this. What do you think their excuse would be if it had nothing to do with the diplomat? What do you think their excuse would be? Because they're going to make up something, right?
Oh, it's going to always be something because the United States is the king of spin. You know that.
It would be player safety because it's too hot.
It'd be something like they really care about the players.
It would probably be something to do with
care about the players now.
It would probably be something to do with loyalty, because the PGA Tour has been running for so long. They'd probably be saying, "Well, all these players are disloyal, and the PGA has no room for disloyal players."
But on every
other
thing, though.
Go ahead.
So the United States of America don't like monopolies, right? That's what we was taught when we was born up. You know,
right?
They don't like monopolies. The PGA is a flipping monopoly, and that's it. And don't want no one else to come in. And if they try to come in, we're gonna snuff you out, or we're gonna make you a part of us so that we can still get a little bit of what you're doing. The Nike tournament and all that stuff there. The PGA still got their hand in that.
Well, look here. You know what they really mad at though, y'all. You know what they really mad at?
What they mad at?
The amount of money that they have, and they don't need TV. They don't even need the TV dollars because they don't even have a TV deal right now. I don't think.
Yeah, they do.
They do. Yeah, but they don't really. You know what I'm saying? They don't need TV. They're going to just use it for whatever. But they would trump tight without TV.
Oh yeah, they got
without TV, where would the PGA be?
They ain't nothing without Tigre.
It would be putt. That's what it would be.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, that Steph Curry show,
Yeah.
Hole in One or something like that.
Hey, D-Ray,
Holy moly.
Yeah, there you go. Holy moly.
I think we need the Tom Brady thing every time you hear Steph Curry.
Well, you got the wrong one, so you're gonna have to do it yourself because I am not the intern. You do it. You do it. Boop.
I didn't find it.
Yeah, man. What you got against Steph, bro?
I'm just saying, why is it that
Well,
when a player
Steph hates
does well,
some like
and
from
I want to give them
huh?
their flowers, we got a problem with that? What's wrong with y'all, bro?
Okay, first of all,
man.
See the man playing. You see what he's doing now.
First of all,
Yeah. As we
let's-
transition very
now
smoothly.
I guess we ain't got no other alternative because Boss Glass done told us to go and talk about this second great shooter all time.
Second greatest.
Second
Third.
greatest.
Second.
Third.
Don't
Second greatest. Second greatest shooter of all time.
I hope you're about to say.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do on site? On
All right,
site.
so look,
Player
I want everybody on the Blast Network to understand something real quick. Steph Curry in Game 4 did something that only 2 point guards in the history of the game have ever done before. He has willed his team to the victory damn near by himself. The only 2 other guards I've ever seen do that is Isaiah Thomas and Magic Johnson. Those are the only 2. I ain't never seen no other point guard.
I saw your face there, D-Ray.
Okay,
technically, Michael Jordan was a guard, and technically, he didn't never miss a shot in the playoffs.
I'm you know what? I'm muting my mic because I know where this is going. But when this mic come back on, you know what it's about to be.
Steph Curry dropped 43 points, 9 rebounds, and I think he had like 6 or 7 assists. And look, man, I'm gonna tell y'all when I knew Steph Curry was the greatest shooter of all time. It was a regular season game, Oklahoma City, back when Kevin Durant was over there. So it was KD, it was Russ, and it was Harden, still in OKC. Steph Curry takes the ball from the inbound, dribbles it up, gets to half court, shoots the ball. Swish. Looks at Russ. Russ looks at him like Gooch's resting face. And that's how I knew he was the greatest shooter of all time. Yes, right there. You looked at him just like that.
You can bring that up, but you can't get a ding.
I ain't got access to the dings.
Yeah, I want to know what is Gucci's problem with that statement? Because, hey man, we've seen some pretty good shooters though. Ain't no one doing or have done what Steph is doing. So I want to hear your point of view on that, Gooch, since like you smiled and said some stuff.
I mean, it's so many to name. I mean, some people would argue that he's not even better than Kevin Durant.
Who the hell arguing that?
Whoa.
I'm just saying, Kevin Durant, when it comes up the best player.
No, what is that player? Say shooter.
Best shooter in the NBA. Mm-hmm. Some would say Kevin Durant.
Who was
right, so show me when Kevin Durant, as a shooter, not a basketball player, but as a shooter, has willed his team to victory by himself. Matter of fact, show me when he's done it as a basketball player, because the only time Kevin Durant ever won anything, who did he have on his team? Oh yeah, Steph Curry. Oh,
let me answer that. When Steph Curry and Kevin Durant was on the same team, who won MVP of the series?
You know something that's very interesting about you saying that? You know what Steph Curry said when Kevin Durant came?
What is that?
I'm gonna let Kevin Durant be.
That's mighty convenient of you to say that.
That's what he said, though. His exact words were,
he can't make
that's what I would say if I was the second best shooter.
And I'll pick up
on the team.
All time, Gooch, and you can't even you can't.
Kevin Durant is not
your mind to say that.
I can't hear both of you at the same time.
First of all, Kevin Durant is not a shooter like Steph Curry is. Kevin Durant is an off the dribble shooter 99% of the time. Steph Curry can catch it left, right elbow, left corner, right corner, top of the key, fading backwards, half court. It don't matter. As soon as he gets the ball from the inbound, he's a threat. Kevin Durant is not
I think
that.
you're exaggerating, but go right ahead.
I'm exaggerating. Am I exaggerating? Really? You seen this
Ray
man
Allen.
play?
You saw Ray Allen in his prime.
I saw Ray Allen. Ray Allen's a dang good shooter.
Very good.
Screens,
Excellent.
You know, tear him up. You saw my boy from like Indiana, Reggie Miller.
Reggie Miller's dang good shooter.
Excellent shooter.
Light him up. He's passed both of them.
Easily.
And still going strong.
Okay, y'all need to just go ahead and cut this shit out right now.
Oh my goodness.
Go ahead, cut this. I done stayed silent, but I can't. Damn it, I can't stay silent no more.
Come on, D-Ray.
The best
Don't you say
pure three shooter of all time in
All
the
time?
NBA is Ray Allen.
Ray Allen.
The best shooter in the history of the NBA, period, since they were shooting homemade balls in the baskets up in wherever it came from,
Springfield, Illinois.
is Reggie Miller.
Reggie Miller.
Period. Point blank. Read the stats. Period. Now I know what a couple of you. Hold on, wait. I know what a couple of you simple-minded, no good so-and-sos were thinking I was gonna say. You thought I was gonna say Larry Bird, but here's the thing.
I didn't think you were gonna say that. You know damn well I didn't think you were gonna say that. I was about to have you committed if you would have said what I thought you would have said. I'm like, them damn kids that drove my man crazy.
Here's the thing, though. In all seriousness, don't get me wrong. I love Steph Curry. I love the fact that Steph Curry is a killer. And here's the thing about the top shooters in the NBA history: they are all assassins.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They're all. You can name them out. You could go back to Pager. Yeah. You could go back to Pager. You could go back to the Rifleman. You could go to Reggie Miller, Larry Bird. Matter of fact, Reggie Miller's sister Cheryl Miller.
So I bet he did.
Exactly. But they all killers, and Steph Curry is one of them. So that's why you know Steph at least gets more respect to me than LeBron. Now I'm going back to me.
Oh man, look at him. He had to throw that in there. Look at him. He had to throw all that in there.
All right. Look. Here's the thing about that. I can't let that go. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Look, they are excellent basketball players. They're in the same era. But here's what people fail to realize is that one of the rings that Steph Curry has, he got it over LeBron. But they was going to give LeBron the damn MVP on a losing team because if you look at the stats, LeBron had more points, rebounds, assists, blocks, and steals than everybody else on the court.
Okay, can I ask you? Okay, I'm gonna interrupt you. Can I ask you a question, Glass? Because since you ride so hard for LeBron, I want you. No. You and your other horsemen up there, y'all ride for him because we got the footage. We got the footage. So here's my question. LeBron is down by 10 with less than 2 minutes to go.
He's done it before, so
when has he done it before?
You guys are forgetting the Boston series.
When has he done it before?
You guys are forgetting the Orlando series. You guys are forgetting
Ray Allen. No, Ray Allen, Reggie Miller, even Steph have all beaten somebody in less than a minute and a half. That ain't LeBron.
But see, y'all are still saying shooters.
You're looking at.
So do you really want to pivot? Do you really want to have this conversation?
No,
do you really want to pivot? Because you know where it's gonna go.
And we talking about shooters first.
Larry Bird's best shooter.
You know where this is gonna go if you're gonna pivot off of shooters and you just want to go to NBA's killers. You know where this is gonna go, and I'm afraid for Glass because Glass is gonna shake himself into a frenzy because you know where this is about to go.
No, we don't want to talk about that person.
Look, I'm gonna give you this. If you want a fourth quarter situation and you need a scorer, a pure scorer. You don't need to do nothing else on the court, but you need to put buckets in. LeBron is not the guy. But if you need a basketball player in the clutch, steals, blocks, assists, points, big rebounds. Yeah, LeBron's that guy. He does everything.
Hey, Gooch.
He's going to assist. He's
Hey,
going
yeah.
to
Hey, Gooch.
He's going to drive.
Hey.
He's going to get to the line.
Hey.
He's going to do all of that.
Hey, Gooch.
Yeah.
Gooch, watch what I do. Watch what I do with just one simple phrase. You ready, Gooch?
I'm ready.
Watch this.
I'm ready.
Michael Jordan ain't never have to do that.
Yeah, because he had Scottie Pippen and Dennis.
No. Because
Huh.
you know what? Statistically, and we can take this to the mat. LeBron has played with more future Hall of Famers than anybody in the history of this league.
Yeah, because he switched teams.
Anybody in the history of this league.
Wait.
And guess what? The Bulls ain't never gone to a game 7. Why is that?
Yes, they have. Yes, they have. They went to the game 7 against the Utah Jazz. You're wrong.
Yeah.
That series, when he hit that shot after, by the way, he pushed off against Byron Anderson. That was game 7.
Like Steph Curry got that foul last game. He didn't get touched.
Man, he did get touched. You saw
He got
that.
hit right in the abdominal.
Boy, I tell
That hit
you.
me abdominal.
Touch.
He fell on the guy's foot, right? It's a new rule. You cannot be in his landing face.
He fell on his own foot.
You landed on his foot. That's a foul. That is called a 4-point.
Oh my God! They just gave it to him.
Points. I bet you Jordan ain't never had a damn 7-point damn play.
I tell you this. You know what, Glass? I yield to you. You are correct. Michael Jordan had 3 game 7s. Now check this out. The 3 games that he had a game 7, he averaged 33.7 points, 7.7 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block with 45% shooting.
Now,
Tell me LeBron did that.
Hold on, I want to ask you a question.
Matter of fact, what is LeBron's finals record again?
Hold on, I'm gonna help you with something.
Look at the stats for like being in the freaking
Go back and look at LeBron.
Oh, so if we're gonna count being there, we might as well go ahead and talk about the Dallas Cowboys. It ain't even doggone football season now, huh?
I'm just gonna ask you a question. When you go back and look at LeBron in the playoffs, right? You look at him in the playoffs. I'm willing to bet that he has had more 40-point performances than Michael Jordan. LeBron James has had bigger performances in the playoffs than Michael Jordan.
You know
Michael
why?
Jordan happened to have the best defender of all time
Himself.
and the best rebounder of all time
Himself.
on the team. Which means, you know what? If I have the best rebounder and I can take the best player from the other team out the game completely, I'm probably going to win.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to this point of the show where I have to call a mandatory flag on the play.
Please do.
I had to call a flag.
Please do.
As we played the Blast Artist of the Week, which is Angie Monroe with the new hot single Where You Are. We will administer this drug test to our friend Glass while he goes in the bathroom and goes and pees in his cup. Here's Angie Monroe, Blast Artist of the Week.
Table for 2 is what she said. As I sat down, had you all in my head. I apologize 1,000 times, please. I even fell to my knees. I called you, but you never showed. I couldn't believe you stood me up. My heart skipped a beat and I cried. Because I love you so much, I wanna be where you are. Where you are. You're the driver, I wanna be the car. If you're the sky, never knew a love like this before. Got me doing things I never said I would. You were my very first love. Move heaven and earth if I could. I wanna be where you are. If you're the driver, I wanna be the car. If you're the sky, wanna be a star. I'll travel the world, near or far. Gotta be wherever you are. Don't leave me, I don't know what to do. I've wasted half of my life. You even promised to make me your wife. You're the wind beneath my wings. I'm addicted to your love like a dope fiend. So tell me, where are you, baby? Please, please, 'cause I wanna be where you are. If you're the driver, I wanna be the car. If you're the sky, wanna be a star. I'll travel the world, near or far. Gotta be wherever you are. You are. Ooh,
That was Angie Monroe with "Where You Are." And before we go into what we normally say, man, she sang the heck out that doggone song.
Man,
She look. I just really want to know who it was she was singing about. Don't you, Gooch?
I do wonder that from time to time.
I mean, cause she sang that thing like she meant that thing.
D-Ray, that is D-Ray.
I saw it.
is this an inside joke I'm not aware of?
Anyway,
Damn.
L, you want to do the honors?
You have to tell me about that after the show.
L, you want to do the look? We got to get back to business. L, you want to do the honors, or you want me to do it?
With John? Oh, what? Which one?
Never mind. Hey, if you are an inspiring independent artist, content creator, stand-up comedian, be sure to go by www.blastmusic247.com. Fill out a free profile and let's get your stuff out there to the masses. And here at Blast Music 247 Glass,
we change the industry one artist at a time.
I love it. Boy,
He missed his own softball. You gave him a softball, D-Ray, and he missed it.
You know what I mean? Look, but that's all right. Though, because, you was off. You was off by like one beat. Like you would have to start the whole track over.
Hey man, you know I was like discombobulated by that. Hey, you know, train that I damn near hit. Like,
hey,
so I'm just walking. I was walking. All of a sudden, the damn train just came down.
All I said was the woman sang that song from her guts. She meant that thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey.
Yeah.
And one more thing I'm gonna say, Glass, before we move on to whatever topic is next. You're right. LeBron does have more points and more rebounds and more whatever on his stats. But you know what?
I like big butts. Here we go.
You know what the big butt is?
That makes a lot.
When you're not that good, you got to work harder.
That's right.
Shiznit.
That makes absolutely no sense, bro.
Make no sense at all. Like none.
Look, because you know what? Most of the time, you know where Jordan was in the fourth quarter? On the bench. You know why? Because the game was over.
That's right.
He hadn't thought about that one throughout the whole break.
Yeah, he was working on it.
Oh no! Because if it hadn't been for Angie Monroe's song of yearning for love and wanting to be where that future side.
Where you are.
That future soulmate. I almost said side piece. That future soulmate is.
Boy, I tell you. Somebody gonna be apologizing again, damn it.
And look, y'all, real quick, I want to get this in. Predictions for game 5 tonight. Who you got?
You already know it's gonna go light the force versus the damn dark side. We already know how it's gonna go. So we're gonna just go on and just take this as it is. Gooch, what do you predict tonight?
I predict Steph Curry will not get over 22 points.
Okay. Gooch, who do you predict gonna win the damn game tonight?
That means
the original question.
I mean Boston's gonna win it.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I think he's inferring that if he doesn't score like he did in game 4, then they have no chance.
Thank you, Mr. Glass. Somebody who's not discombobulated or discombobulated.
Maybe Rock was doing some deep thinking.
Producer, I'm gonna have to use your whole name.
Hey, maybe Rock was doing some deep thinking about Angie Monroe. Maybe that's what it is. I'm
not
Glass,
pull up, Glass.
Pull up.
All right, so you know what I got Boston in this one because I think it's gonna go Boston, Golden State, and then the winner of Game 7 obviously is I don't even want to call Game 7. I think Game 7 is actually going to be next Sunday, which means we won't have a Rats episode if that were to transpire. So I'm gonna go ahead and give my prediction for the series. I'm gonna say Golden State in 7. I think Curry showed me that he's gonna be too much, man.
Shocker! He had one good game.
I'm actually
been having good games the whole series.
Well, see, this is what happens when we drug test Glass and leave Gooch to his own devices during the break.
Yeah,
we know that he done took 2 or 3 of them Twinkies. Because what you're trying to tell me, Boston is gonna go into San Francisco tonight.
Yes,
and beat the.
Well, they're better. Here's the thing: if you look at the statistics for Boston, they actually perform better on the road, which is, I know it's an anomaly, but if you actually paid attention to what they do, they play better on the road and they're more apt to win road games than they are at home.
Here's my prediction. Here's my prediction. Golden State will win tonight. It's not going to be close, and they're going to go back to Boston and close it out. It'll be Golden State in 6.
Okay.
Well, see, I think that I would base it off of Golden State just tired from the Mavericks whooping them up and down the court there. So that's what I based it off of.
They ain't thinking about the Mavericks no more, just like the rest of the NBA, dude. Don't worry about it. They got to worry about what they doing in the offseason, bro.
Hold up now, Glass. Hold up now. You know I'm on your side now. You cross the line now, bro. You cross the line.
Hey, Glass. I done told you to pull up, brother. Hey, that's all the warning I'm gonna give you.
Hey, so I got Golden State tonight. I got actually Boston when they go back home. And I got Golden State closing it out at Golden State in 7.
Okay.
So I'm not the one picking Boston to win the whole thing.
Hey, look.
Yeah.
I've been up and down social media saying, because everybody, hey, Golden State in 5, Golden State in 4. I've been the only person that's saying Boston has a chance in this series, at least on my social media. So it would not shock me if it was Boston in 7. But if you said pick one right now, I'm going to have to pick Golden State because I just think that Steph Curry is on a mission to prove that he can carry a team. And that if you pay attention to the people on Twitter and the people on the pundits at Fox and ESPN and all of these things, The question this playoffs and this series in particular, is Steph Curry enough to carry a team? Because really, if you pay attention to what's happened in the past, Draymond Green was a lot better than he is right now.
Yeah,
Klay Thompson was in shape, and he was unbelievable back in those days. So even before they got Durant, Steph Curry could kind of play it cool, 25, 26 points a game, and they was going to win the game. But now Curry's got to carry. Now we're going to see if he can do it.
And we have to also admit that window is starting to close on Golden State. That team is getting old. If they don't get it this year, I don't see them winning it next year.
Yeah.
Because I think this might be this might be it for the alleged West Coast dynasty for the Smash Brothers. So but shout out to them.
Well, I want to talk about that point you just made real quick. I disagree. And the reason I disagree is because
why am I not surprised?
Hold on. I think that Jordan Poole is going to get better.
Jordan Poole is
Klay Thompson's going to be in better shape next year. And I know for a fact that if somehow Boston were to win this one, Steph Curry is going to play like he's lost his mind next year. Because all he'll hear in the offseason, can't carry a team, Steph. You ain't enough, Steph.
Which means he's going to get hurt.
Nah, I don't believe it. I believe Steph Curry is going to play like his life depended on it next season.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Steph ain't hurt now.
This is
that ankle.
He tweaked it. He definitely did. But he put up 43 game 4, so we forgot about it. But he tweaked it.
But let's also keep it real. This ain't the NBA of yesterday when somebody would have went out there with a flying elbow and knocked Curry into the front stands neither. So you just don't know.
Well, all I know is this: of this panel, only one person chose Boston. So one of these things are not like the other. And I just want to know if the person that is putting all that out there on the limb sounding like Tina Marie. You're out on a limb, bro. Everyone, I want to see what you're going to put on the table and back that up. Because if you lose this, bro, with us three saying that you're going to lose and you don't want out there, you got to put your things on the table. What is your bet?
No, wait a minute. Back up. Don't you put your thing on the table.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Let's take a moment
and understand how that's going to sound on the internet. I just want you, because this show be going viral from time to time.
Hey, I was right there with you till you said that, bro. Because let me guarantee you, what you're not gonna do is put me anywhere near that thing on the table. I do not want to be where that thing is.
I'm out of there, dog.
No.
You're going to see my wheelchair go in the outdoor mode.
So, Goose, you ready to put your money where your mouth is?
What, money?
Wait a minute. Boston wins. We will all have to come up with some Boston crap.
So wait. Did you hear that sound of Gucci's brain cell exploding when he said money? I could have sworn. It sounded like an F-15 going hypersonic.
Now he got to make this a little bit more interesting.
Oh, make it interesting, but leave the money part out of it.
Yeah, I ain't got money. That's an expression, bro. Put your money where your mouth is. What is your bet? I'm
just a black man trying to get along, man. Can't talk about gambling.
Yeah, man. To make $1.15.
Dime and a nickel.
Don't be trying to get out of it, man. What is your bet?
I was just asked who I thought I was gonna win. What's your
You know what? Real talk. If Boston don't win, we are expecting a Golden State hat. And you do know that somebody on here is very well skilled with the memes. So if you don't produce a Golden State hat, some Golden State attire will be produced for you.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
not to threaten. Not to threaten you, but I'm just saying.
I know I'm still waiting on a Twinkie bet for the Dallas Mavericks going past the sweep.
Oh, you was supposed to be getting them some Twinkies?
Look, first of all, what you're not gonna do is sit up here and lie and say I had a Twinkie bet, because you ain't never in your life heard me say nothing about no Twinkies. It was a sweep. It's called a gentleman's sweep. You need to stop living in the past, Gooch. See, that's what Twinkies do to you. It throws you into the multiverse. You need to get out of the multiverse and go into the coming back into the present. Miles Morales, Gooch.
Don't renege on your bet, D-Ray.
It's time to change subjects before one of my brain cells explodes like this.
I know everybody here wants to talk about Jack Del Rio.
Yeah, man.
So, Rock, I want you to lead the charge on this Jack Del Rio situation.
No. I mean, if like anyone actually has the quote of what he said, I would love for it to be.
He basically called the Capitol riot a dust up. That is what got him in trouble. The word
a dust what?
A dust up. It just wasn't nothing. Just a little
dust up.
2 or 3 people, you know, causing trouble. It really wasn't nothing.
So here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
We call a situation in which I know that one cop was literally traumatized from it for life. He had been stomped, beaten. He had things thrown at him. Mm-hmm. He had his weapon taken, and he'd been beaten with his own damn weapon. And that's a dust up. There is property damage to one of the most sacred institutions in our United States of America. But that's a dust up. Why is it a dust up when that happens in mass like that? But the LA riots.
I was about to say
the riot.
I'm gonna like piggyback right off of that, okay? We have video showing hundreds of people storming the Capitol. Hundreds of people doing all kinds of stuff. You know, we have been showing video of like people getting shot, people getting trampled, police not treated like the heroes that they want to say they are. It is very, very similar to what happened in the Rodney King video, where we sat there and saw what the cops did, and they still was like, oh, well, that didn't really happen. We saw it, okay? They're doing the same thing with the Capitol riot thing. Oh, yeah, that didn't really happen. Oh, it was just a few people. We saw people trying to be freaking Spider-Man, climbing over fences, and, you know, people there with like zip ties and guns and everything else, but it was just a dust up. And it goes back again to the narrative that, you know, both one side of the media put out and what the politicians put out. We can see stuff and people still don't believe that it was solved. I mean, that it was there, that it happened. Jack Del Rio, in what he said, is gotta be one of the craziest, stupidest, most, I can't even put it into words. How does someone that sits there and still, you know, is around black athletes every day, knowing everything that goes on in this country, and still you feel that particular party, that particular side of the political aisle, that those people did nothing wrong.
Look,
and you know what they stand for.
Look. I'm gonna just come out and say it, because you know we joke a lot on this show, but I'm gonna just come out and say it. 2022, all of the black coaches in the NFL have been fired except one, and that is Mike Tomlin of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yes. Right? They have been fired for a number of things. They have been fired for lack of performance. They've been fired for not towing the company line. One of them was fired from taking a losing team to the playoffs.
Yeah.
And he still got fired.
Mhm.
Yet, here this coach want to disparage the lives of Capitol Police that
Mhm.
lost their lives,
Yep.
to the property damage, to the threatening of our very Constitution, right?
Yep.
And what was his punishment? $100,000 fine, and that he has to donate to the police benevolent fund, and he gets to still keep his job.
Yeah.
Flag on the cotton picking play.
It's funny you use cotton picking, but go right ahead.
Oh, look! I meant that thing like Angie Monroe meant about that dude she was singing
When
to.
you are-
I mean, for real. That is just, look, of all the things that you can say in this climate, that this was a dust up. Just like saying the people in Charlottesville there were good people on both sides.
Both sides.
Yeah.
Right now, keep in mind, it was Klan on one side.
Is that me?
No, my wife just came home. So
Bro, it sounds just like my fire alarm too. I mute that thing real quick.
you know what though? I would have paid money to see you get off that bed though. But then
Worse.
Somebody say money?
But anyway, but Jack. But you know what this really does? This paints a target on Washington's back already, because people don't like the name.
Command.
They really don't like Daniel Snyder, the owner.
Mm-mm.
They don't like the fact that. Thank you. For real? Damn. And so they really don't like the owner, and now Jack Del Rio done basically got away with murder. So you know what that means? Ain't nobody pulling for Washington this shit. Now let me mute myself so I can figure out what's going on in here.
Your thoughts, Gooch?
Man, it's such a hypocrisy, double edge of how the coaches are treated in this country. It's a shame that something like that would still get that. It's a dust up type of comment when we having trial for it right now.
Yeah.
Of the threat of democracy that it really was, and it's just sad to see that thinking of that serious. What do you call it? Ride. What was the word they called it? I sure had too many Twinkies.
I had too many Twinkies, dog.
Yeah, that.
And I want you to know, Gooch,
Yeah, that.
now that you said that, you're gonna hear that again.
And make sure you get a good cut. I had too many Twinkies.
There you go.
Okay, so the thing is, right, and we've all said this, but I want to reiterate one thing and make it clear for everybody listening. And I'm going to say it as real as it possibly gets here. This is about how we paint the difference between ethnicities who are displeased with their current environment. One is a dust up, the other is a brutal, nasty, riot, thieving,
Facts.
all kinds of stuff like this. This
Facts.
is how they paint us when we're displeased. And a
Yeah.
dust up is how they treat them when they're displeased.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all, bro. Look, I like to dance around this shit, like, you know what I'm saying? I like to do all that. Not today, not with this. Jack Del Rio, you're wrong, bro. There's no other way to say it other than that. I don't know if you meant it that way, but it sounds like you did, because you ain't really walking it back like you should be. So what you should have said was, I'm sorry, that's just a figure of speech that I use. But you didn't really say that. You was kind of trying to support your claim. So
Yeah.
we're done with you, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, done. But guess what? In true NFL fashion, do not be surprised. Give it a year, maybe two. Jack Del Rio will be a head coach again somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Watch.
And the other one that can kick rocks, after her retirement from the NFL.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she decided, I'm just gonna go and I'm just gonna stump for the freaking GOP after making her money you know, being around black athletes for all those years, and now you like, oh, black lives don't matter. Oh, you kneel. Oh, yeah, you're against all that, but you're interviewing, you know, black athletes for your career. But now you want to go over there and like, you know, take them down. So you were really feeling that way the whole damn time. You just doing it for a check. For all that smiling in like everyone's faces and everything else, just because you was just getting paid. So
who were we talking about?
Michelle Tafoya. Sideline reporter.
I remember who she is. She was a sideline reporter, I believe, for ABC, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what she was a Monday Night Football sideline reporter back when ABC had Monday Night Football. Yeah. I believe that's what she did. And apparently you're saying that she is like stumping for the GOP now? That's what's going on?
Yeah, she went on The View talking about Colin Kaepernick and going against Colin Kaepernick, and now she just went full Trump. But you know what? I don't even care. You know why? Because Pam Oliver would never. How about that?
Pam Oliver got to get her hair straight. That's all I'm saying. We got to help her.
What you're not going to do is talk about Pam Oliver in front of me, Glad, because you do not want to be on site, brother.
That's like a running
Nah, man. Them fighting words, man.
Straight, bro.
Hey, look. I'm going to sabotage your chair, Glass. Don't do it. Don't do it.
All right, so listen, man. We probably could talk about all kind of stuff for all kind of more hours, but I'm gonna leave y'all with this statement. I know it's Monday, man, but listen, it's a lot of people out here that's really going through it. Whether it's physical, mental, emotional, whether they're self-inflicted problems or somebody else has put it upon them. But the one thing that we always have to understand is that when you look across from somebody else, look, man, you got to try to be kind, because you don't know what they're going through. You don't know if they had a bad day. You don't know. We talk about all these school shootings. We talk about all these racist things. You know what solves that? Being kind. Yeah. Being a good person when you see other people. Because, look, all of these people who come up with this racist stuff, they don't have people that they look to from other races that are kind to them, most likely. They see people, they either look past them, look through them, or they've had negative situations with them. And if we just learn how to be kind to one another, I believe we don't even need all of these politicians to solve our problems for us. We solve them ourselves. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I can say this: the whole reign of the like politician being our, you know, moral compass and our thoughts and our whatever. It's time for that shit to go. I'm sorry. What the hell happened to Gooch? Oh, it is time for that to go, bro. I'm like, we have evolved past needing people to like decide for us what the hell we want, especially since the like Democrats and the Republicans now can be called the damn Bloods and the Crips, because they're never going to basically agree on nothing. And you got one blocking another and another blocking another, and it makes no flipping sense. We don't need that. I mean, the only thing I can ever agree with, like, I don't even know if it was George Washington, but I thought it was George Washington that had said that the worst thing we can do in this country is like create parties, because that naturally creates cliques. And we all, from the time we are freaking in school, we are in cliques. We're, you know, my street, my school, your high school, my city, your state, and none of that shit is ours. No, we don't own nothing on none of them. But we fighting and going to war and all of that stuff because we believe that, oh, this is where we do well. This is what we believe in. And that's exactly what the damn parties are like going through now. And
what's up, party time?
And all they're doing is just basically making, you know, CNN, MSNBC, and Fox rich as all get out, because everyone watches this stuff and can't do nothing about it. Ain't a damn thing we can do about it except for going there and voting, and then for the next 4 years bitch about who's in the office doing whatever again. Ain't nothing we can do about it, but we make it. they are killing them though, because they making billions of dollars off of people thinking that, oh, I can have to do something about it because people are on there thinking the way that I'm thinking, which is the only thing that matters in this.
Yeah.
Did he get caught in the Matrix?
I think so.
You didn't do what I did he?
Yeah.
Look, are you good? Or he's back. You know, somebody probably froze time and was like, "Now look here, you better make sure y'all." Yeah, I'm about to snap.
That's
I'm about to snap y'all. Look here, though, for real.
Yeah,
I agree with what Rock was saying. I agree with what Glass was saying, and you know, basically, there's a saying that goes, "You can accomplish by kindness what you cannot by force."
Mm-hmm.
And we have to really understand that we're in a world now that, you know, people are on the verge of snapping. People are on the verge of just losing it, you know, after 2.5 years of a pandemic, after rising gas prices, the economy, whatever the case may be, going to war and invasions and whatever. Be kind to people. Because you just never know, man. Just never know. I don't care what your political affiliations are. If we can't talk about it the way, and I learn from you and you learn from me, we need to leave it alone. You know, because ain't nobody got time for that BS, man. So, one love, y'all. One love.
yes, sir.
What you got to say, Gooch? Now that you know plugged up your laptop.
I thought I had enough to make it to the end. We doing outros, right? We outroing.
yes.
All right, cool. I would like to say to all the fathers, I want you to enjoy your weekend coming up. Make sure you get some rest, relaxation, and take it easy. And make sure that you're ahead of your family and you keep your family safe with the Lord. All right.
Damn. I gotta cook my own food this weekend. Damn.
Well, you don't have to. Where you are.
Look, you can't blame me for that. I ain't do it. I might have started it, but I ain't do it.
Yours got the mind control.
Boy, look. It is time to roll the credits. Once again, we come to. Did everybody say their piece?
Vader and Maul up here.
Two. Okay, let's start. All right, y'all. We are once again. This has been Raz. We will see you guys next week, possibly, maybe. We hope. Y'all be.
Peace out.
Peace out.